someone said that you're coming by. Let me know when you're here, meet me up for a smoke outside. I regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, believe me, I guess I'll take it back. There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. I know that summer was a big mistake. I just hope that we're still okay. You always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in what we want.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name's Lisa. It's Tom MacDonald Tuesday, which means another reaction to Tom MacDonald music. Today's reaction video is going to be to the official music video for his song Balloons. Not too sure what this is going to be about. Yeah, I can't even guess, judging from the title. Because yeah, it could be anything. I'm really looking forward to getting into this one and seeing what he has to say. It could be something completely different to what he usually does, or it could be the same sort of things as he usually does or talks about, but yeah, I don't know, judging by the title. I really wouldn't want to assume. So without further ado, let's get into this one and see what Tom has for us, see what he has to say. Here we go.
I miss the days when no one even knew my name. Now everywhere I go, I wear a hat to hide my face. I got weapons hidden inside every room in my place. Now I have to keep a pistol on me always, just in case. This is a nightmare. Never expected the fame to be something I would wrestle with and fight to embrace. Sometimes I feel like the love I get's outweighed by the hate. I hid the tears, but I can't hide from the pain. I'm working 20-hour days, can't even lie to y'all, I'm burnt out. Asleep on my weight bench, trying to find the strength to work out. Should be happy I'm successful, I just went and bought my first house. Thought money would help cure my depression, but it's worse. How? I'm tired of it, lucky I don't have a manager cause I'll be firing them. Tired of talking to other artists who just want to tell me I'm inspiring them. Parents keep telling me they have a kid and they're thankful the child is admiring me. Great, wanna know how I feel? I might kill myself before retiring.
Wow.
I'm in the clouds, I can't reach the ground. They're coming in crowds, blew me up like a balloon and let me go. Watch me float away while I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go.
Sorry, I just want to pause it there, just to give my first impressions of this. I absolutely love this, the instrumental, and the fact that he's kind of, it's sort of like, you know, singing. It's like conversational singing, but yeah, he's kind of changed it up a little bit. Wow, I mean, this is really powerful. This is addressing his struggles that he has with, you know, wanting to follow his passion, wanting to follow his dream in music, but not being able to deal with the fame, or struggling to kind of come to terms with his new status and his new fame and his position in the world and in people's eyes, essentially. How there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders to kind of be somebody that everybody expects him to be, but still stay true to himself. And you know, obviously all the struggles with mental health and stuff, and all the battles that he's had to deal with that go with the whole fame game and doing what he loves. And wow, this is really powerful. I love the delivery on it, and like I say, you know, the fact that he sort of, you know, started singing the chorus and stuff. I mean, I've heard him do that in a few of his songs before, obviously, but yeah, this has just got a whole different feel to it. This is very raw and honest and open, and just laying things out for everybody to hear. You know, just addressing all the struggles that he has with sort of being this person that everybody thinks that he is, and all this love that he gets, but at the same time he gets a lot of hate too, and it comes with consequences. Like, you know, he has a gun in every house, and he has to hide his face when he goes out, and he carries a pistol just in case he has to defend himself. And that's a real struggle. That's an internal struggle. Geez, I was not expecting it to be like this. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest, like I say, because I couldn't tell by the title. but I didn't expect it to be quite as open and honest and brutal as this. And he's kind of talking about his struggles and his mental health. So to say that I'm really loving this so far is kind of feels a bit weird, but at the same time, you know, I just love his delivery. I love the beat, the instrumental, the whole arrangement, and just the way he's doing this. It's awesome. I love the shots as well. Although that shot on the edge of the cliff, I mean, I don't know unless it's a green screen, it kind of looks real. I would say that it was real because he does a lot of shots on locations at different places, so I'm assuming it's real, but it's kind of making me a bit nervous, making me a bit anxious seeing him stood right on the edge there, because that's a drop and a half. If that is real, that is a huge drop. So all he'd have to do is literally just kind of lose his balance or slip a little bit, and oh god, it's given me a little bit of anxiety. So yeah, but apart from that, absolutely amazing so far. I love this. So let's carry on and see what else he has to say. Love his honesty in this.
They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me.
Love that.
I miss the times when I could go outside. I didn't have to watch my back out of the corner of my eye. I didn't have to fake a smile and pose for pictures all the time. Can't even lie, I miss when time was really mine. Now I just belong to everybody else but me. These panic attacks are making it awful hard to breathe. Built a vocal booth inside the crib and stopped making beats. Don't even rap, I stand inside of it and scream. Like this is not what I expected. I work my hands to the bone, and my anxiety is triggered by the apps on my phone. I tried deleting them so the internet would leave me alone, but the lack of attention made me feel worse than before. I'm sick of it all. The internet watching me trip when I fall. Embarrassed that everyone witnesses all. My illness isn't real time, man, I'm addicted to y'all. Rappers on Twitter don't get me involved. I'm posing for photos with fans in the mall and dying inside pretending I'm strong. I'm not a celebrity, I am just tall.
Wow. This is raw.
It just scared me like a balloon and let me go. Watch me float away while I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left. I miss the years when every Friday wasn't spent with my therapist. Then I realized I hated fame and accepted I'm scared of it. I got Adrev, Cipralex, Xanax, and Seroquel in a Tupperware container. I don't touch, I just stare at them. Breathing exercise is supposed to help me to cope, but nothing works quite as good as a bottle of Jack and a smoke. I try to focus on my breath, but it gets stuck in my throat. This never happened back when I was young and happy and broke. I never thought I'd be the rapper all these rappers trying to be. Posting 20 times a day, now I don't have no privacy. Meeting with these major labels, CEOs with giant teams. If y'all want to do business, why are y'all trying to lie to me? I'm bored of the fame. Every time it feels fresh again, I'm getting more of the same. Interviewers think they know who I am, they made up their mind before I explain. Well, because you asked so nice, I guess I'll tell. Ain't been feeling too hot lately, Jim. Is there anything else? Great, cause lately every day I feel like I'm living in hell. I'm glad the music helps you, but I might really kill myself. When this magazine gets printed, can you send one to my house? I'd like to own a tiny piece of me like everybody else.
Oh, damn. This is actually quite heartbreaking. It's quite emotional, really, in the sense that he's pouring his heart out. He's literally cut himself open, and he's giving you a taste of what it's like to be him. Essentially, he's kind of almost like screaming at the top of his lungs, like, this is what my life is like. You know, at the same time that I love doing what I do, and I help a lot of people, and I know that I help a lot of people. The other side is that inside I feel like I'm not myself anymore. I don't own myself anymore. I have to answer to all these other people, whether they be people that love me or people that hate me, and they judge me, like he said, based on, you know, just the songs that he writes, or, you know, just the image that he portrays, that, you know, just what he looks like. They assume that he is one way without even talking to him. The assumption is there, and God, it's quite sad, because I mean, how many times do we do that as people in a day? you know, we kind of look at someone and think that we sort of know what they're about, and in actual fact we don't know half of what they're going through in their life, or the struggles that they might be facing, you know, the day-to-day battles and issues, problems that they may have. For all we know, they could be the nicest person, but life has just got in the way. It's just got them down. It's changed them. Circumstances, you know, situations that they've been in or are going, you know, are in at the minute, things that they're going through. And I think it's important to try not to judge somebody, try not to judge a book by its cover until you've actually spoken to that person, or you've taken some time and you know, to get to know them and to listen to what they've got to say, and sort of got more of a general picture, rather than just, you know, oh, okay, I've got that person sussed, you know, I can see what they are or who they are straight away. Whereas in actual fact they could be completely the opposite. A classic example, bikers. Bikers, you know, they get this rap for being these, you know, really tough guys, and I'm not saying, you know, and women as well, they get this kind of, people get the impression that they're just really hard and mean and fierce, and they're not nice people, and they're just rough and ready, and they're fighting all the time and drinking in bars, and yeah, most of them are probably the nicest, if not all, are the nicest people you would ever hope to meet. And it's just based on that whole image thing, you know, where they dress a certain way, and they might have tattoos all over their body and their face and their neck and piercings and goodness knows what. And yet they could be the most genuine people in the whole world, who are big teddy bears, essentially. Like, you know, they wouldn't hurt a fly. They would stand up for people that they care about, and that they would do what's right. And if push came to shove, they would, you know, they would stand up for themselves. But they wouldn't go around deliberately hurting anybody, or being horrible to anybody. And that's a classic example. And Tom is a classic example of that kind of, you know, he has this image where you look at him and think tattoos, piercings, you know, chains, the way he dresses, you know, oh, he's a wrong 'un, you know, he's off the rails and stuff. And yes, he's had his struggles with alcohol and drugs and addiction and having to have therapy and stuff, like he mentioned. But actually, I think if you kind of gave him the time of day, if a lot of people gave him the time of day to actually listen to him and kind of get to know him, if you were able to get to know him on a personal basis, you'd probably find he's the most loyal, loving, caring, genuine, funny guy. That's the impression that I get. And like I've said before, I may not agree with every single thing in his songs, but I have huge respect for him for being brave enough to say things that are on people's minds, to start these conversations, to, you know, bring all these points up and point out hypocrisy and point out all these contradictions and all these societal issues and problems in the world, in the country, in America, and he still has to go out and try and live his life. Yeah, he has to go out and hide his face and go out with a gun and wear a bulletproof vest, and he's often afraid for his life because he'll say something and it will cause so much controversy because people are not understanding where that is coming from and what kind of a person he is, because, you know, they don't know him. A lot of these people don't know him, but they will still hate him without giving him a chance. And I think that's so sad. And that's the same with a lot of celebrities, to be honest. The celebrity world is brutal, and us as the public, we kind of just lap it up, especially when we buy into the whole mainstream media thing and we believe everything that's written in the media, and we, you know, we hear a few reporters or experts or, you know, celebrity gossip columns and stuff. We're reading the stories, and half of it is probably fake, but it sells papers, it sells magazines, it gets people talking and controls the narrative. And it's horrible because this is people's lives we're playing with. You know, they are human beings behind that public image. They are human beings, and it's horrible. I really feel for him. You know, it makes me feel quite angry for him on his behalf that he has to go through all of this just because he wants to sort of get some important points out there and give his opinion on things. He's entitled to his opinion, whether or not you agree with it. He's entitled to it, and he does it in a respectful way. He does it through his music. He deals with his issues and his past issues through his music. And I don't know why people judge him so harshly, why they give him so much hate, why they give him death threats. I mean, what is that all about? You know, if you don't like what he has to say, turn off his music. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to watch his videos. You don't have to take any notice of what he's saying. Just turn off. Move on to someone else. Go on to, I don't know, the Kardashians or somebody. Someone's a bit light-hearted, I don't know. You know, Married at First Sight, or I don't know, whatever it is, you know, Say Yes to the Dress, or, you know, America's Next Top Model or something like that. Just, you know, Celebrity Bake Off or something. You know, if you don't want to listen to these kind of subjects and you don't want to hear somebody's opinion on it, you don't have to. Just switch off. It's as simple as that. Don't get so triggered by it. But wow, I'm loving this so far. Yeah, he's really given me anxiety just seeing him on the edge of that cliff thing. Oh God, I dread to think. I mean, that's a brilliant shot, don't get me wrong. Really impactful, but because it's almost like it's a metaphor. It's kind of like a visualization of what's going on in his head. Like, you know, I kind of don't want to be here sometimes. You know, I could jump. I could just end it here and now, end all the hate, end all the gossip and the talk about me and all the hate that I get. I could just literally switch it off right now if, you know, I just went over the edge, and it's quite hard hitting. So yeah, let's carry on and see what else he has to say. There's not much left of the song.
We float away, well I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me.
Wow. Dave McDonald. Okay, has he got a brother? I know he's got a sister. Has he got a brother as well, Dave McDonald? Wow. Wow, yeah, that was brilliant. Brilliantly done. Like I said, the video, the shots in that video were awesome, just incredible, even though that was giving me anxiety, standing on the edge. Yeah, at the same time, it's such a great shot. Really hit home, like what he's trying to say, in that, you know, he's basically screaming out, like saying, you know, this is what fame does to me. This is what, you know, this whole sacrifice of doing what I love, but sometimes the consequences of that are not favourable. Like, they're hard to live with. It's not all rosy. It's not always great when you're kind of as outspoken as I am, and you put the songs out that I do, and you know, I get hate, and I sometimes fear for my life, and it gives me anxiety, and it really wrecks my mental health at times. And I mean, wow, absolutely incredible. I think this is one of my favourites, and I don't want to kind of glorify or get enjoyment out of his struggle and his sort of pain, but just how brilliantly executed that was, how brilliantly written and worded it was, how awesome the delivery was, the video, how that was shot, just everything about this, the beat and the instrumental, absolutely incredible, and just how honest and brutal it was, just how raw and vulnerable he made himself in that song. And like I say, I think the moral of that is, you know, we should try and remember that, you know, these famous people, these celebrities, are deep down there, they're human beings, and, you know, words can matter. And if you've got somebody that you don't necessarily agree with, or you know you suddenly dislike because of something that they do, then don't buy into that anymore. You know, no one is forcing you to stick around or to listen to that person's music. In Tom's case, you know, just skip right on by. Just let it go. Learn to pick your battles, basically, and just know when to just stop and just walk away and just say, no, okay, I don't like that, fine, I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to sit there on my keyboard and be typing hate and, you know, sending death threats and stuff. What's the point of that? What is the point of that? Because I think, you know, the way Tom is, I think if anything, that probably makes him dig his heels in more, and makes him do more controversial songs, and, you know, address all these issues and all this hate even more, to the point that actually is kind of like, do you know what? Anything that you say against me, I'll come back tenfold, and I'll say more and wind you up even more. And then at the end of it, who's going to actually win? Who's going to win this route? We'll keep going until you give in, because it won't be me that gives in. I'm not going to change for who I am. I'm not going to change for anybody. This is me, and that's it. If you don't like it, walk away. No one's forcing you to stick around. So I love it. I just love the whole message of that song, and just to be mindful that everything about this was awesome. This is like gone up to one of my top 5 favourites of Tom's, I think, just because of everything, just everything on this. The way the video was shot, the lyrics, the delivery, the openness and the vulnerability, just awesome. Loved it. So if you enjoyed it too, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with more Tom MacDonald Tuesday reactions and reactions to other artists on Thursdays and Sundays, and also Home Free Fridays, where I react to home free music every Friday. So if you're an a cappella fan or home fry and you want to see my reactions to home free, please come back every Friday, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
Asking for much, but